Hello, welcome to Davita's Stampin' Spot. It's Tuesday night and I am excited to share some fun things with you. Trying something a little different tonight, but now I'm not seeing. If you can see this, would you send me a message so that I know? I'm trying to figure out this new technology that they shared with me. All right, looks like maybe it's working. All right, so welcome to Davita's Stampin' Spot. Amazing the things that technology things we're forced to learn with COVID. So tonight I want to share with you a couple different things. I just had too much I wanted to show you. So the first thing I want to share with you is the Friends Are Like Seashells stamp set. I want to thank Arlene, a friend of mine and also a Stampin' Up customer. She purchased this and said I could share it with you before she takes it. So it's some neat, fun things. Happy birthday to my beautiful friend. You are unique and completely amazing. And one I'm going to use tonight. Friends are like seashells. You collect them along the way. So they have filler for the seashells. Let me see if I can get this up here where you can see it. And just some really pretty stamps. What I love about this is that the way they made this coordinate together is just absolutely phenomenal. I'm just shocked with how all of these pieces fit together. And my streaming went away. So guys, I may not be able to see what your comments are tonight. Doggone it. Oh well, we're gonna go ahead and keep going because I'll get it figured out eventually, I hope. All right, so here's the stamp set. There are dies, whoops, wrong dies that go with it. This great big image that I'm gonna show you. It cuts out 4 of the seashells. This cuts out the sand dollar. There are a small shell here, some, what do you call it? This piece here, so like some leaves, I guess. Then your star, and then some more of the just sea greenery that you can cut out. Then it has this embossing folder that is so cool. And get this, guys, it lines up perfectly with the dies. So the way you can use these together is just incredible. So see, I can take this die and line it up just like that. So cool. All right, so there's dies, there's the embossing folder, there's the stamp set, and they're going to coordinate together so well. I want to thank Arlene for letting me borrow this. I'm so excited about this. All right, so the first thing I did was I just ran that big piece through the machine so that I could cut this out. Sorry, taking a quick sec to see if this showed up. It did not. Well, this is frustrating. This was supposed to be so cool that I could do 2 things at once and be able to see it. But it is not. Working very well. All right, hang on. I'm going to try one more thing here. I apologize. It's not fair to have you guys sit here and watch me try to figure out technology. All right, I think maybe it's back. Let's see. Oh, there, I see a few comments. Lois, Marie, seaweed. Thank you, Marie. Yes, that's it. Yes, yes, yes. And thank you to those of you that are signing in. Sorry for all the fumbling around tonight. Trying to figure out how to record on Zoom and be live on Facebook at the same time. I might even get it to where it works with YouTube. We'll see if I get that far. All right, so I'm going to use soft suede, goodness, for the big seashell here. I'm glad you told me seaweed. That would have been driving me crazy all night trying to figure that out. Thank you, Marie. So I can stamp my seashell like that, okay? Then I think Rococo Rose is really pretty color to use for some of the seashells. So I'm going to do it for the big one. I am not an expert on seashells, so if I'm doing these in the wrong color, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. But I just picked colors I thought were really pretty. So you can see that one got a little on the side. I should have lined it up a little better, but it's kind of hard to do. And I don't want to make it where my head's in your way. So I'm going to line this one up. So when they were showing us this set, and I think maybe it was an on stage, I can't remember, I was just shocked at all the thought process and everything they went through to figure out how to make this all work together and make it just amazing for us. Now, I could also stamp the seaweed and add it in, I think, but I'm not going to take time to do that tonight. All I'm doing are the seashells. Okay. All right, so see how that goes like that. Then we take the dies. Oh, I already cut it out. So now what you can do is you're going to do just a little bit of trimming like this. And we're going to take these pieces apart. Now I could have done this at first, but I think it's easier to stamp when you have a bigger piece of paper so things aren't flying around. So see how that comes off, and where I was a little far here, I can take it like this. Okay, and then I want to cut off this over here. And probably would have been a good idea to line this up with the Stamparatus. But in a little bit, I'm going to show you what else I was playing with today, and you'll understand why I got distracted. So we're going to trim these. And you can see what I'm doing, okay? So then what you can do is, finish one more here. And where I got off on the big one there, I'd probably trim that a little bit better before I emboss it. But what you can do now is that after you've got these stamped, you can go back to the embossing folder, lay these inside, and then go run it through. Let's see, it's going to work better to lay them over here. You can lay them right in the spots where the shells are. And when you run it through the machine, it's going to emboss them for you. The light is making it hard to see. So I've got those three done. So you can see I've got them in there. I'm going to go over to my die cutting machine, and I'm going to run them through real quick. And now they are stamped and embossed. So you get both the cutout piece that you didn't have to cut out, it's stamped, and now it's embossed on top of that. So it gives it great texture, which I think is really cool. But as they say on the infomercials, that's not all. So let's keep going. I'm going to get my inks out of the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to emboss. I forgot to cut this piece, so hang on a second. You can see my stamp room right now. You'd say, you need to spend an hour in your stamp room. All right, just cleaning. So I'm going to take the paper and I'm going to put it in the embossing folder. I'm going to spray it with just a little bit of water. And the water helps break down the fibers in the paper so you get an even better impression. Now I'm going to take it over to the die cutting machine. And for this, we're going to need just the base, the folder, and with the paper in it. And then we need number 4, which is the for embossing. And I'm going to run it through my machine. And that looks really cool. Can you see all the depth in it? I don't know if you can see it. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, at our team meeting last weekend, or last Thursday night, I guess it was, Deb Mathine shared a technique with us that we can take this and make it look very, very, very translucent. So I have my images there. I'm going to take our frost white all-purpose ink and a paintbrush, okay? So just any paintbrush that you have. And we're going to just gently brush it across the entire thing. So this is going to make it look like it's that pearlized paper. Now in a little bit, I'm going to show you some a cutout that I did with our pearlescent paper that is absolutely stunning. But if you want it in a color other than kind of an off-white color, this is a way to make it look translucent. Translucent, that's the word I need. Very quickly. So you can brush it on like this, and I'm only going to do part of it so you can see the difference. All right. So it does take a little bit to dry, not too terrible long, but I'm hoping I'll get this out of the way and see if you can see that. See that sparkle? It's just incredible. So I did one earlier so that you could see what the whole piece looks like. And here you can see how shiny that is. And it changes the color of it a little bit, but it's still, this one, well, yeah, they're both Seaside Spray, which I thought was appropriate since this is seaside stuff. But look at that sparkle. Well, then I wasn't completely convinced that that was the last thing I could try. So I did another one, and I took our spritzer and I put rubbing alcohol in it, and I put 5 drops of the frosted white shimmer paint. So I put 5 drops in, and then I filled it about 3/4 full with 70% alcohol, and I just spritzed it. Okay, now when I spritzed it, the paper became rounded a little bit, but after it dried, it went flat again. And it gives it an even different look, okay? So the one where you brush the paintbrush on is a little more solid. This has more of a little sparkle to it and just a varying texture on it. So this would make a beautiful background. Now, I did not get a background made with this, so I'll try to finish a card with this and post it down below so that you can see it. But look at that difference, okay? Let me show you a couple cards that, well, let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, so I did that before, and then I cut out the seashells, and now I just need to snip it, and I've got these beautiful seashells that I can add to a card base. Isn't that pretty? Here's another one I did. This was Sierra sand, and I stamped it with Sahara sand right on top of it. And let's show you some cards. So this one here, I cut it out with the Seaside spray, added the greeting that I really like that said, "Friends are like seashells, you collect them along the way." And then in the stamp set, there's these little dots that make it look like sand. So I just stamped those around the edge. Here's this one. Now this one is the pearlescent paper. See how that shines? So what I did is I cut it out just like I did at the very beginning. Cut it out, then I stamped my images, and because this is pearlescent, I embossed it with clear embossing powder because I knew that that was going to act kind of like a glossy paper, and if it didn't sit long enough, the ink would smear. So if you use the pearlescent paper, either stamp it and set it aside for a while, or you're going to need to heat set it, okay? Then here's the last one I made, all of them upside down. So this one's Rococo Rose. And then I took some of those seashells that I stamped and embossed earlier and put them on there. I used the textured embossing folder to make it look like it was sand back here. This one says, "Happy birthday to my beautiful friend." And then I just added the seashells, the sand dollar, the star, all these beautiful pieces. So this set is absolutely amazing. And I know last week Marie told me I wasn't going to get the ice cream set, but you had to show it to me, and now I think I need to get it. Well, Arlene did the same thing to me. I didn't think I needed this one, but now after playing with it, I'm thinking it might have to be on my next order. I think there are just so many ideas. I like the size of these because I think they would work really well with scrapbooking. And I know we do a lot of beach trips. So I think these seashells and stuff would be really pretty on scrapbook pages as well. So this set, if you buy the bundle, which would be these dies and the stamp set, it's $54, which means you would get a celebration item. And if you buy the whole suite, you get these two pieces, the stamp set, the dies, the embossing folder, which, on my hands, which is this one. Then you also get some stickers that look like seashells. You get some 12 by 12 designer series paper, and you get the opal rounds that I've used on other projects. So for the, and that one's $92, which it includes the 10% off the bundle in that price. So that's a really cool thing. So that's the first thing I wanted to share with you tonight. And that's the Seaside set. Thank you again, Arlene, for sharing that with us. Then I want to thank Dana because I borrowed all of her Hey Chick stuff. So let me show you the Hey Chicks. And I have to tell you that I've gotten started playing with this, but I've got a long ways to go yet. So if you remember a couple years ago, we had Hey Chick, and it was a celebration stamp set, and people went absolutely bonkers over it. Just so fun. Well, this year they decided to come back with some dies that go with it. There's a chicken coop. There's a sign that you could put a greeting on. There's a tree stump that they can stand on. There's this, then it cuts out the different pieces of the egg and the chickens. There's a corn stalk. There's some corn. I haven't even touched the dies yet. All I did was stamp with the stamps at school today. But I just think there are so many fun things you can do with this. And this bundle is $44 if you don't already have the chicks. If you already have Hey Chick, then you can buy the dies separately. But they also included in our catalog this year the Happy Birthday Chick. So this chick's got the balloon on his tail. This chick is checking out the cupcake. And then there's that cute little chick down here that I just think is so cute. He's coming out of the egg. So fun. And this also has dies that cut out the chickens. It's got a fence. It's got this fun happy birthday, another chick that isn't a stamp, it's just cut out, and a cute little bow tie for them to wear. So I did take this set to school today, and I've got to show you. I got 3 cards made. I would have liked to have gotten more made, but I actually had to do my job today. So here's the first one. I did the birthday chick with the balloon, and then the little one with the cupcake. And then I just added the happy birthday and colored him in. This one, I couldn't sleep last night, and I was thinking about the chicks and playing with them today. Excuse me. And I thought it would be so fun to have the chickens help this chicken get up to the cupcake that's on the brick wall. So I made that one. And then the last one I did is this one here. And I did the mama chicken with the 2 eggs that are starting to crack open. And then the one at the top with the happy birthday hat on and he's flying away. And I took the all wired stamp set, and after I had the chickens all done, did the all wired over the top. And to me, it looks like this chick is trying to jump over the fence and go for an adventure. So in Silhouette Scenes, I found this saying, life was meant for good friends and great adventures. And so I think the friends are helping him get away for a fun adventure. So those are 3 that I've made. These chicks are super fun to color. I've colored a lot of them and I can't wait to play with them. So anyway, I think that's all I wanted to share with you tonight. Remember that I do have a hostess code that will be in the email. If you're placing an order under 150, I'd appreciate if you use that. The Hey Chick bundles are under 50, so you'd need to add just a little something more to them. One's 44, the other's 43. The Seaside is over 50, so you'd automatically get a free celebration item. And thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate your patience as I try to figure out technology. I'll lay all my cards out here. There you go. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Have a great week. We'll see you next Tuesday. And let's see, next week, I don't remember what I'm sharing. I'll get it figured out next week and we'll see you then. Thanks and have a great day.